I casted the first ever map of Lotus, and this is how it went.
It will definitely be barraged by some insults, and that's 5 looking for the final one. 6k in the server for Marcus. Meg has got into a position again, and they didn't even notice the door opening. I'm not sure there's much of a louder sound cue than that one, but oh wait, we're going for another attempt. Let's see if they notice it the second time.
Lotus is Valorant's new map and is set in India, and similarly to Haven, is the second map that actually has itself 3 bomb sites. It also has the gimmick of 2 revolving doors which are situated at A long and give quick access to the site, and the other is a link between the B and C site. Opening them not only makes a very loud sound cue, but also can be visibly seen on the map. Now before we get into some of the stuff we learned from the tournament itself, I want to take a look at the very basics of the map. To start with, Lotus has 3 orbs positioned roughly near each one of the sites, and although they look very attacker biased based on the images, this map actually has fairly deep barriers, meaning it is very easy for the defenders to contest them. In terms of the sites themselves, I feel like each one has sort of varying ways in which you should be defending it, and so now I want to start getting into some of the gameplay. First theme of this map was defensive side aggression, especially on the A and C side of the map. Sitting back and almost trying to hold on didn't really seem like the right way to play the map. The response to this, as many of the teams started to find, was to try and take some of that control away from the attackers, and as mentioned, because of such deep barriers, a lot of the players were able to get into fairly aggressive positions very early on in the round.
Today is the...
Oh! There's no way he gets out. There's no... Oh, what?
The second dismiss!
No shot. No shot. Okay.
Now, other than the B aggression that you've just seen, I think the A site also gives a lot of opportunity for players to take early fights, but they don't necessarily need to push too far. This is why I kind of think this map is going to really lend itself to operator players, as they can find a pick very early in the round.
Whoa, they're looking a lot better. Dr. Freeze on the rifle, starting to pick up some kills. A shot out of flights, though.
The next team that came out of this map was actually Lurk plays, and although again you can sort of talk about players like holding their flanks and sitting back and waiting for those defensive side pushes, similarly to maps like Fracture and Haven, timing seemed to be everything, and the amount of space that you were able to take and sort of get into positions that just shouldn't really be possible was something that I think was very exciting to watch within this map, especially when you could see players fighting all the way into the spawn.
Fight for Neokai. The extremities of the map here. You know, Flo holding one. Flo's actually caught them off guard completely. Yinsu is rotating around, shift walking. I don't know whether they'd even spotted the wall, but certainly seemed unaware that a player could be in that position. And Flo further extending their control. Great corner held and another frag found. This is just Flo's round.
Well, see if there's going to be any level of response. Both sides of the map currently being pressured. Flights has caught one, but Flo's gone out the other side. It might not matter, I'll be honest, because although he's got into a great lurk position again,
They have no idea.
Oh, he could get both. He might actually get both. It's going to be so confusing.
To finish, I want to take a look at some of the agents that sort of impressed me during the first look. Number 1 on the list of agents I enjoyed watching on this map was Cypher. I think although there's going to be the option for KO to counter, the fact that you have that global utility to watch your back when it comes to that attacking side, and then just having those disgustingly ratty setups when it comes to your defense, I think it's going to be an agent that's kind of hard to miss. This in conjunction with the fact that you're also going to have a lot of aggression coming out from teammates when it comes to your sort of duelist pushing and looking to try and take that space away. You need that counter on the other side with your hardcore defensive rock on the other side of the map, and I think Cypher really just sings true with buying you that extra few seconds.
Anyone? Flights is going to get caught by all of the utility. Oh, God. We've got a third competitor to Rat Gaming.
Oh, nasty. The reveal as well, already gone through.
Next on my list actually comes from the complete opposite side of the agent spectrum, and that's going to be Neon. mainly because of the fact that you're able to sort of go for those very fast-paced, aggressive takes, and with map control seemingly being quite important to that attacking side, even just being able to use the speed lane to sort of take some control towards that A tree position, and also just the pace in which you can remove that C control from the defenders, I think it's going to be an agent that's going to be very exciting to watch.
Have to noodle a couple of times. This time, though, looking like they're going to pick up the pace behind Dan's ultimate. First one in this timeout has flashes to support as well, looking like a well-regimented squad. And in fact, they're getting the site for free.
To finish, I wanted to give Astra a mention. Now, unfortunately, being an influencer tournament, a lot of people did not pick Astra. So I don't actually have any gameplay to go alongside this. But again, similarly to Cypher, having that global utility usage, being able to place your stars across the map, it's going to help out quite a lot, especially on that defensive side. And we saw it at a point on maps, again, like Haven, before we sort of saw the Astra nerf. But now that agents like Omen are starting to take a little bit of a hit themselves, I can easily see her coming back. Ultimately, that is it for this video. It was just a short first little look at the map of Lotus, but it's one I'm very excited for. A lot of opportunities for early aggression, pressure to take that space away and fight for the orbs, but I do think it might be a little while before we see the pros touch this map, just because they've got a lot to learn before they can get anywhere near that tournament standard. Either way, that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.